It's Tuesday, the 27th of February 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So 27, we don't have a safety engine lock for 27, so we have to reduce it to either an 18 or we have to reduce it to a 9. So I'm going to take it to 9, which is its simplest form. So 9 means ending an old cycle is the end of an old cycle is the beginning of a new one, and it's the foundation, it's the very basis of our functions. So 9 enables us to bring things to completion, not finish the task necessarily, that's done by the 8, but actually integrate it. Decide what we're going to keep to take into the future to start that new cycle and what we're going to leave behind because it no longer serves us. So 9 is about integration and healing. It's about allowing ourselves to assimilate what we need to, whether that's an emotion, whether that's a perception, whether that's a job that you've completed, whether it's a relationship. It's about transforming what we've brought with us so that we can actually decide what it is that we want to, how we're going to transform it to serve as a springboard for launching ourselves into the new. 9 is the essence of the child. So if you think about everything that is wonderful about children, they're trusting, they're honest, they're open, they're resilient, they are curious, they're engaged. They can be naive. Sometimes they can be too trusting, so they can, unscrupulous people can take advantage of them. And one of 9's biggest, strengths, in my opinion, is its ability to penetrate to the heart of a matter. 9s don't have to do lengthy analysis. They can either find the heart of the problem so that we can find a way to move forward, or they can penetrate to the core of an issue, or they can untangle something that seems to be very complex because they're able to just go right to the heart of the matter. So they are also able to go to the heart of how they're feeling, what's going on with them, what do they love. They don't need, they can take away all this extraneous chatter that often clouds our clarity. So that is one of the gifts of the 9 that we have available to ourselves today. We've, of course, got the 2 2s from February and the 1 from 2018. So 9 contains a smattering of all the elements, and 2s obviously are water elements, and so they are the water numbers, and they're about emotion. So this is the thing, right? Children have outbursts. Children are generally quite connected to their emotions. So when they're unhappy, you know about it. When they're happy, you know about it. They cry when they need to cry. They laugh when they need to laugh. And generally it's quite dramatic. It can be the most unbelievably, sounds like tortured crying almost, about, I don't know, something that appears to we adults as being something that's relatively arbitrary. Or they can chortle and they can barely laugh, and they can absolutely express the most unbelievable joy or amusement from something that doesn't appear to warrant that degree of feeling. So 9s really are able to get into touch with their feelings. And of course, these 2s are going to help that energy of the 9 get connected to their feelings. Now, 9s can also be overly dramatic. So they can blow things out of proportion, right? They cry as if they've had a limb severed when actually they've stubbed their toes. So watch out for too much emotional drama queening and not enough sort of practicality. Luckily, the hero today is a 4. 4 is an earth number. So 4 is about practicality. 4 is about putting things in boxes. 4 is about actually recognizing and maintaining the boundaries. So that 4 in the hero position is going to help us keep our drama queen 9s and our possibly over-emotional 2s in check. Assuming that our 9 is in the best aspect, it's searching for truth, it's not playing games, it's in integrity, it's engaged, it's curious, and it's navigating the world with this positive, open kind of spirit. And the 2s are allowing ourselves to nurture ourselves and nurture others and be in touch with our emotions. Then the 4 in the hero position provides that vision for ourselves, where we can see the big picture, where we can see all the aspects of what's going on. And 4 is a number about integrity. So I said 9's greatest gift is that it can penetrate to the heart of the matter. 4 has an extreme ability to identify truth and lies, basically. And so we really have the ability today to connect to that energy that allows us to know what it is that we need to be in authenticity with ourselves. In other words, what do you want for your life? What do you want for your relationships? What is truly going on with you? What are you hiding from yourself? What are you hiding from other people? Where are you covering up? Or where are you keeping yourself boxed when actually you could be expanding into a much bigger vision for your life, or a different version of yourself? Or where are you putting other people in boxes? Where are you forcing them or trying to force them to conform to a particular idea that you have about them, when in actual fact, if you just actually allowed your vision to expand, you could envisage something different for them, particularly relative to, let's say, your children or anyone that you have authority over. So that's the value of having 4 as the hero. Now, the problem here is that we also have 4 as the villain today. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we also have 4 as the villain today. So when we have 4 in the villain position, then generally we try and we are blind to where we are out of integrity with ourselves, which means we lie to ourselves, essentially. So 4 in the villain position has got more to do with a lack of integrity towards yourself than it is towards other people, but it can be also because, you know what, if you're not being genuine, if you're not being true to yourself, if you're not being honest about what it is that you need in order to flourish or thrive or live your life in a way that is in line with what is valuable to you, then you're pretending that it's something different to what it is because you're trying to please someone, or you're trying to get the approval of an authority figure, or you're trying to achieve something because you think that that's the only way to do it, then you are out of integrity with yourself and with other people. So that is the blind spot today. That 4 in the villain position is a blind spot. We are blind to where we are out of integrity with ourselves. Fortunately, we have that 9 that can penetrate right to the truth. We have the 2s, which help us to connect to the emotions of how we really feel based on what we're currently doing. And we have the 4 in the hero position that allows us to see the truth clearly. We also, of course, have Jin Shin Jitsu to help us. So safety energy lock number 9 is located on the thumb. You can hold your thumb. You can take a couple of deep breaths on your thumb. It will harmonize your spleen and stomach organ function energy. It will harmonize worry and anxiety, and it will help you to connect to who you really are and therefore keep yourself in integrity. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.